German tennis legend Boris Becker has been jailed for 2 years and 6 months by a British court after being found guilty of withholding assets following his bankruptcy. Becker was convicted on 4 charges under Britain's Insolvency Act, with the court ruling that he prevented his insolvency administrator from accessing money and property. The 3-time Wimbledon champion was declared bankrupt by a London court in 2017. He had pleaded not guilty to all charges. Well, for more on that story, we're now joined by Mark Corrigan from DW Sports. First, Mark, I'm sure he can appeal. He's not going to jail straight away, is he?
He can appeal, but he has gone straight to jail. So the appeal will be from jail. So it's, yeah, an incredible story.
Let's talk about this whole saga. It began, as we've just heard, in 2017. How did that all come about, for jail to jail time?
As you say, it began in 2017. He was declared bankrupt by a British court, owing millions, around 5 or 6 million euros in loans. He was then charged on 24 counts under the British Insolvency Act. One of those included hiding assets from his insolvency administrator, and this was no small fry. This was hundreds of thousands of euros that he transferred to his ex-wife and his estranged wife to hide it. A property in Germany, shares in a tech firm. So he was then convicted earlier this month on 4 of those charges out of the 24. And today came the sentencing, and it was 2.5 years. So the end of one saga and the beginning of a nightmare scenario, really, for Boris Becker.
Definitely. I mean, I've been following him since the beginning, when he first won Wimbledon for the first time. He was the darling of the crowd there for many, many years. He was a commentator on British TV for Wimbledon, much loved in the country. That is a fall from grace, isn't it? It's
hard to understate how beloved he was actually in Britain. I mean, he arrived on the scene 17 years old, unseeded, first unseeded player ever to win a singles title at Wimbledon in 1985. And he was just the blue-eyed boy of German tennis, beloved by the crowd. He actually, I think he tried to play on that today. You may have seen in the pictures there, he was wearing a Wimbledon-coloured tie on his way to court, but that didn't wash with the judge, Deborah Taylor. She actually sent down Julian Assange for jumping bail, so she's dealt with big reputations before, and she wasn't intimidated by Boris. So yeah, incredible from the darling of the centre court to now the villain in a very different court.
Mark Corrigan, DW Sports. Thank you.